Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
On the double. Check pitch. Switch left.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Well, these two teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They bring pressure there on 3rd down, but this is a nice job of picking it up and making sure their guy has time to deliver the football. And they wind up getting the first down.
Well, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Lance. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Or it could have gone for more.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Really good stop there by the end of this 4-3 defense.
And not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. His 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
They start to drive with White. And a short pickup to about the 25. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Off play action. Herndon. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He'll buy some time right. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
First down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw. Herndon. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First down, here's White. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The Buccaneers at 0-5, just a dismal start to the year. And they come in pretty desperate here for a win.
And think about this too, partner. We have not heard the dreaded vote of confidence yet from management. So when a team's 0-5, everyone starts wondering about their jobs. Will they still have one? That's coaches on down.
And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0.
Buccaneers, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
2nd and 10. To throw again. Herndon. This is caught by Evans. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Looking to throw. Herndon. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Off the play fake. Herndon finding Evans here, going across the middle of the field. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run for it. This is White. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The Bucks try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Saints will have the football back. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
On the ready. Check right.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a handoff running through the middle. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
And it's 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance rolling to his right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained. Maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now a nice throw here, right side. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. They go right back to White here on 1st down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he is going to have a Bucks first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Saints are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 81 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa. Now they'll pitch it out here. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Lance looking to throw it. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 there, and a New Orleans first down.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Saints will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off play action. Herndon. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for 2 here. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And this one taken in by Olave. Across midfield. Chris Olave trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go. Quick, yellow.
They'll try to run this one in. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Saints look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up.
Their own 18-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he'll be out right at the 35. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they control.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
Lance now on first down. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now here's a handoff out of the gun. Down to the 25. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left. But that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here. So they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Herndon. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off play action. Herndon. That pass complete to Moore. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Oh, design run for their wideout. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad White, 65 yards. And the Bucs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. He's got it, and that'll make the score 31-13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.